Welcome to the last part of this tutorial. We will be covering some miscellaneous functions that can be covered in R. Let's start with correlational matrix. Director Tim would like to see the relationship between each component of our data collected, which pair of variables have the strongest relationship. In R, we can also run a correlational matrix to see the strength between each variable. Let's start with creating a data frame first. Let's start with glimpse to see what variables we have. Glimpse IMDb, run. So we have all these functions. So just to make sure all of the variable involved in correlational matrix are continuous variable but not categorical variable. So we create a data frame with all these continuous variable involved. Alright, so IMDb with number of country, IMDb on IMDb score, we look into awards, number of awards we have got, and also last but not least, the number of views we have gained. Alright, so let's run this, and then we have all this information we have among all these variables. And now, to make it easier to run, let's assign an object into this data frame. So we name it as overall, and then assignment function. Alright, just press run again, and then we are done. Our data frame is ready to do a correlational matrix. Okay, so now we use the correlational function to run this correlational matrix. We just use COR function, which means correlation, and then we put overall df inside and press run, and tada! There is this correlational matrix created from R itself. Well, as we always want to have an APA style table for our report, right? R could actually also create an APA style table for you. So let's start with loading the APA table package here. So we go with library and then APA tables. So for those who have not installed the APA table package yet, feel free to do so using this function, and remember the open and close inverted commas. And then now you can run this, and then you are ready to run. Alright, to create an APA style table, first put the correlational overall matrix into another object named as correlation matrix using this correlation overall data frame. Alright, so just press run. Now we want to create the actual APA style table, so we just use this function APA correlation table, and then tell the R saying that I want to use this data frame correlation matrix, and put the file name as correlation tables. Okay, and then remember to put .doc to indicate it should be a Word file, and then press run, and then you will see this. Now check the working directory once you have run this code, and you would see this. Alright, so double click the correlational table, and then you would see the correlation table in APA format has been generated here. And for certain information you want to change, feel free to edit the table accordingly, like remove all this, information and edit according to your preference. Okay? So, yep, we are done with correlational matrix. Beside the overall outputs, Director Tim would want you to email him some of the relevant graph for his reference. So before attaching the file to him, you definitely would like to save your graph in PNG format first, right? So this ggsave function will actually save the latest graph in default. So let's just try to reload the graph earlier, alright? So let's use this graph. We just copy and paste here. Okay, so now we use this ggsave function and provide a file name for it, and just put a .png behind, and it will actually save it as a PNG file. So we use ggsave, and then also the same, using file name, and then allocate a name for them, score versus award, score by award linear model dot png, and then press run. Alright, just run current chunk, and then you would see this. So now go to the working directory again, and you would see score by award linear model, and then press enter, and then you would see the whole image is ready for you to send to Dr. Tim already. Alright? So now you have done everything you want already. After you have shown Director Tim for the outputs, you would also like to have a copy of your outputs in HTML format for your own reference. What you can do is using the knit button to knit the RMD file. Okay, so before we proceed, let's remove this first so that the R can actually process with this. Alright, so we use this knit button to knit the RMD file, and it will actually slowly convert it into HTML format, and this HTML version of this information will save it into your working directory as well. But just to note that this HTML file will only located in your own working directory, but it's unshareable to others. So if you would like to share this to others, you may need it into PDF or Word document instead. And yep, the HTML output is ready for you, and you can see here. Alright, so everything here is ready. So we will see what we have done just now. So let's open in browser. Okay, so we look at this. Okay, this is the scatter plot we have run. We have created colors, gradient, aesthetics, attribution, line, geom smooth, and everything. So all the information is already ready for you. Alright? So yep, if you would want to refer back to this working directory, you can just go to here, your working directory, and then just double press this, and then you will get the same data itself. Alright? Phew! You are finally done, and it's 5 p.m. now, and it's time to go home. Congratulations for being able to make it so far, and well done. Here are the summary for today's data visualization tutorial. It seems that there is a lot to learn in data visualization, but don't worry too much as you are getting there. Feel free to play around with other variables for your own practices. I hope that you can get better grasp of your commands and function in R after this tutorial. Bye!